Hey folks, how we doing today? It's me again, Shannon Fox here, Devoted Patriots 2 channel. I got a couple of little short clips here for you today. I just wanted to bring this to everybody's attention. If you don't already know, it looks like we are winning. It's not time to celebrate, but it is definitely looking good for the Republican Party. They are unable to take Trump off the ballot at this point in any state so far. A lot of that has been kicked out, rolled back, and proven unconstitutional in several states. Several other issues that Trump has had are just seem to be put on hold, including some of his cases will be extended. It looks like to the point that he may not actually have to go deal with them in court till after his reelection. That would be awesome as well on some of those. So I'm not too worried about Trump's legal status, but I think the Democrats are very worried at this point because if they haven't found a way to get Trump off the ballot or finding a way to make him out to be worse than Hitler by November, they're screwed, and they're already seeing the writing on the wall. Most people know this, but there is a point to this. The point to this for me is not only is Trump going to come back and he is going to be unstoppable, he is going to do things with the exception of extermination. I don't believe he'll be exterminating people, but I believe he will be prosecuting, setting things into motion to stop a lot of the crap that has been activated to destroy our country. And that's why Trump is the right man for the job. Now, in this video clip I've got here for you in a minute with Tucker Carlson says he realizes the moment when he knew he was going to vote for Trump. And my question to that is, what took so long? I knew the minute that Trump was on the debate stage with Hillary Clinton that I would never vote for Hillary. But when he says, because you'd be going to jail, when he said that and the crowd roared and I listened and finished listening to that debate, I knew at that point Trump would be the winner in 2016. I had no doubt in my mind that it was going to go down like that. And it did just that. Now, let's go ahead and get into this clip here, play the last few seconds of it, just because there is something to all this prosecution of Trump. It is actually growing his base, just like the fact that bringing illegals into this country, they think is growing the Democratic Party's voter base. In reality, it is actually turning a lot of the blacks and the legal Hispanics in this country against the Democratic Party because they're having to play second fiddle to immigrants in their own town. New York is a prime example of that right now. There is veterans and all 5 boroughs of New York are throwing a fit because the mayor over there in New York is passing these illegals around and dispersing funds that should go towards things for the city, sanitation, things of that nature, funding the police, and reallocating it to cater to expensive hotel rooms for the illegals. Stuff like this is getting underneath people's skins. So this attempt to try to get Trump off the ticket, the attempt to throw in a new voter base, these attempts to deface Trump, all this stuff is not going the way they wanted it to. A lot of these things are starting to expose the Democrat Party for who they are. And when people realize they've been lied to, they're not going to vote for you. And I think that's where we're at in the country, folks. And I think both of these video clips here that I'm fixing to bring you kind of confirm that. All right, here we go.
Judges, and we've won every single one of them, but they attack and attack and attack, and they think you're going to, we're going to demean. They're going to want to demean and hurt and harm and destroy your reputation so you can't run. But in this case, so far, we got to keep it that way. It's backfired. And to be honest with you, I'm much more popular now than I would have been if they didn't do it. If they didn't do it.
Do you think that's true, folks? Do you think these indictments, let me know in the comment section down below, do you think these indictments is the turning point for a lot of people that were not Trump supporters up till just say the last 6 months? Because it does look like the numbers are skewing in Trump's favor, probably more in the last 6 months than they ever have before. And I have to believe it is a lot of it is behind the indictments and behind the fact that Joe Biden is going to be the 2024 candidate to run against Trump, and most people in this country cannot stand Joe Biden. So either way, it's looking bad for the Democrats, and I think Tucker Carlson puts it best right here with this little video clip. Check it out, folks. I do listen to a lot of Tucker Carlson. I think he's a very insightful guy. One of the smartest guys out there, as far as I'm concerned. As far as reporters and hosts go.
That's what I think
President
of that.
Trump?
Well, I mean, you know, the New York Times had a piece, I think it was Jonathan Swan, who's smart, and had a piece telling you what you already knew, kind of, but proving it with numbers, that Trump became the nominee in August of last year, 2022, when the FBI went through his wife's underwear drawer in his house. Like, that was so insane that even if you're like, oh, I can't deal with more Trump, and he didn't actually do anything, and he put Jared in charge of, you know, like, there are lots of frustrations you could have about Trump if you supported Trump, and you could be disappointed. But the second the FBI raids his house on a documents charge, and anyone from Washington, as I am, can tell you that's like insane. Like that's like so common. It's not, if they're charging him for that, that's a joke. Where are the felonies he supposedly committed? I was led to believe he like murdered people and buried them in the Meadowlands. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the best they got when they did that. I know for a fact, and this piece showed it, but I knew it already. A lot of people are like, you know, I have mixed feelings about Trump, or I don't want to deal with more Trump drama. But if this is allowed to happen, our system won't continue. That's so outrageous.
That's right.
That, I mean, let's just stop lying about it. That's a political prosecution. You can't have that of the presidential frontrunner. You can't have that. We already did it with Nixon. You can't do that again. And so I think that's the key to his surge. I really do think that.
Now, I agree with Tucker 100% on that particular statement and comment he made there. Question is, do y'all believe, my listeners, do y'all believe that these indictments has played a pivotal role in the no voters, in the independent voters, in the Democrats that are scared of weaponization too? I guarantee you there's some Democrats out there that may support Joe Biden all the way up to the point that they realize that he's using the FBI to go after everyday citizens over their views on a range of things. It's a scary thought for a citizen to know that you may be getting a knock on the door from the federal government. Like Ronald Reagan said, the 9 most scariest things you'll ever hear in the English dictionary, and the 9 scariest things you'll ever hear, you never want to hear. We're from the government and we're here to help. Well, that's absolutely true. Nobody wants the government in their life, especially raiding their house over documents. If that didn't tell a lot of people with common sense, Democrat and Republican, that they were just out to get Trump, nothing did. And I'm glad to see the common sense factor is finally kicking in for some folks. Maybe some folks will never get past their Trump derangement syndrome. It may be an uncurable disease for some. Some people may need therapy. But truth be known, I think a lot of people are waking up to the fact that whether you like Trump or not, Joe Biden sucks. And Trump was definitely had our country in a better situation, better standing, better security situation, better economic situation, better everything. Like Trump says, the best. Well, that's all I got for you folks. Just tell me what you think in the comment section down below, whether you know it or not. The thumbs up and the comments actually help let the algorithm get the videos out. Everybody have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Over and out.